once bitten. He picked her up outside the diner just past midnight, the kind of place where the neon flickers like it's dying of boredom. She was sitting on the curb, smoking, pretending not to watch the cars. He pulled up slow, rolled the window down, gave her the smile he used to practice in mirrors and motel bathrooms across half the state. She looked familiar. He ignored it. Everyone on this circuit looked familiar eventually. She slid into the passenger seat without hesitation. That was always the way with the lonely ones, the desperate ones, the ones who'd been running long enough that stopping felt like drowning. He talked soft, low, the way he always did. Let her fill the silence with little scraps of her life. He didn't care about any of it. He never did. The words were just a way to keep her close, keep her warm, keep her willing. He didn't want her life story, just her life. Just another notch on his tally of tragic victims that spanned the roads from Barstow to Kingman. She watched him from the corner of her eye. He could feel it, like she was studying him, seeing if she could trust him. She really shouldn't, but by the time she realised, it would be too late. They checked into the motel under a false name. He'd used so many he barely remembered which ones were real anymore. The clerk didn't look up. They never did. Inside the room she kissed him first. He kissed back because that was the routine. He didn't feel anything. He never did. Her hands were cold. Her breath was steady. She leaned in close, lips brushing his neck. And then she bit him. Hard. He froze. Not from pain. From offence. He shoved her back hand to his neck. "What are you playing at?" She stared at him, mouth red, eyes wide with something that wasn't fear or surprise. He looked more like disgust. "Ugh," she spat. "You taste foul." Then realisation hit. You're like me." He wiped the blood away, irritated. "Obviously." And then they both exploded. "You!" she shouted. "You're the one who did this to me." "Me? You bit me, you maniac." "I knew it was you. Tulsa, March 2021. I've never been to Tulsa. You're remembering me from when you got me just outside Reno. You wore a leather jacket. I don't own a leather jacket. You turned me. I never touched you. You ruined my life. You ruined my life." They were nose to nose, jabbing fingers, voices rising like two people who'd been waiting years to finally scream at the right monster. For a moment, they stopped yelling. The motel hum buzzed in the walls. A truck rumbled past on the highway outside. Somewhere in the distance, a coyote yelped. She sat back on the bed, breathing hard. He leaned against the dresser, arms folded. They compared notes reluctantly, like two people trying to remember if they'd met at a party years ago, except the party was a truck stop, or a diner, or a bar off Route 66, where the lights never worked and the staff never stayed long. They glared at each other, two predators suddenly reduced to bickering like siblings in the backseat of a long car ride. After a long silence, she sighed. "So what now?" He shrugged. "Team up for the night?" They dragged some drifter back from the parking lot, half conscious and mumbling. They dumped him on the bed. She cracked the curtain to check the lot. "There's a beautiful full moon tonight," she murmured, almost wistful. A beam of light illuminated the drifter's face. He started to twitch, then jerk, then growl. Fur sprouted from his face. Both vampires groaned in unison.